Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law of 1975, this meeting has been duly advertised in the Asbury Park Press issue of May 5th, 2010. All municipal clerks of the townships and boroughs within the regional high school district have been duly notified, and the requirements of posting of notices have been met. Minutes approval. Could I have a motion on the minutes, please?
I move. I'll second.
Mr. Hopper, Mr. Bruno. Discussions, questions on minutes of July 26th? Seeing none, Mr. Boyce.
Mr. Bruno? Yes. Mr. Kayaza?
Yes.
Mrs. Canario?
Yes.
Mr. Hochberg? Yes. Mrs. Lavin?
Yes.
Mr. Moses? Mr. Placatello? Mrs. Sutera?
Abstain.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes. Okay, communications received are on file in the board secretary's office. Reports, superintendent's report.
Thank you. I'd like to first start that today was an exciting day. We had our new staff orientation with 3 board members that attended. Barry Hochberg attended, Patrick Moses attended, and Jen Cetera. The audience was filled with very eager student teachers, as well as all the teachers for replacements for this year. We've had the training for the new staff through learning about the professional learning communities. We had Mr. J. Robinson go over the required right to know and the hazmat requirements that new staff need in the district. Mr. Jeff Moore also gave a talk about the technology and where we're going, and it was very refreshing to see all of the new staff coming in and eager to start in a few days. Also, was actually earlier this month, I attended a meeting at the State Department under, now I guess I could say the ex-Commissioner of Education, but at the time he was the Commissioner of Education dealing with school adequacy and school funding. This is an initiative that started by Governor Corzine about 3 years ago, and they're looking to continue moving this forward. And what this initiative is to have a level funding in all of the school districts. So everything would be based on the number of students in each school district instead of looking at other aspects that they have done in the past. I'm not sure where this is going because the initiative that started in 2007 wasn't fully implemented, but it was kind of a new direction that the State Department is going to level out school spending. I'd also like to turn a piece of something new that we have over to Donnie Evangelista, who will talk a little bit about the partnership that we have.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cagle. Board members, in the recent past, you had expressed a desire to provide college admissions prep test for district students. In seeking a solution for our students, we were aware of the obstacles of increasing state-mandated graduation requirements create in their student schedule and the subsequent impact of undersubscription on a district course of study. In order to provide this type of service to our communities, the district began a process this summer of developing an initial not-for-credit individualized SAT prep course to be delivered online by district teaching staff this spring of 2011 for a nominal fee as yet to be determined. Additionally, we were very interested in exploring a partnership with Kaplan at School. In the interest of demonstrating the quality of Kaplan programs and the commitment of Kaplan at School to offering prep for all students, Kaplan is prepared to offer PSAT, SAT, and ACT online preparation free to all district students. It is Kaplan's intention that once the district has experienced these online prep courses, that we can discuss with Kaplan other ways that we can partner together. The SAT and ACT online prep includes instructional videos for every tested topic, 2 full-length practice tests, 1,500 practice questions, student and parent reports, and 24/7 access to all Kaplan resources. PSAT online prep includes instructional videos, 2 full-length practice tests, 900 practice questions, student and parent reports, and again, 24/7 access as it is web-based. Students would receive a promotional flyer if the board would like to proceed with this program with access codes. I'm seeking Board of Education approval tonight to proceed with a partnership with Kaplan. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Boyce, would you give us an update on the budget and the athletics?
Certainly. As we've discussed in past meetings, we're going to keep the topic of budget at the forefront for each and every meeting. For this meeting, I'd like to talk about the athletics and activity programs that were cut from our last budget. And as difficult as that was for the administrative team to make those decisions then, it's equally difficult to move into this new year knowing what the consequence and impact of those are. As I mentioned to the board last meeting, we were going to look to facilitate in the most prudent, responsible way that we could, allowing the parents to pay to participate or fundraise and in some way come up with alternative funding for some of these things. The administrative team met several times, and there was spirited debate over what the appropriate way to proceed would be. Here are the things we agreed upon. We wanted to do as much as we could. We also agreed that whatever we did, we wanted to be sure that we did it well. So with that in mind and under those guidelines, we took a look at let's take a look at the athletics and activities areas that were eliminated for this budget. We grouped them into 2 categories: entire programs that were eliminated, and that is winter track, JV cheerleading, and 5 other activities per school at the discretion of the principal. Whatever 5 to be eliminated in their school based on the students' interest there. And then there was another category, and we consider that peripheral costs to continuing programs. Good example of this is the band going to away games and the cost of busing for that, or to march and parades or things of that nature. So we moved them into 2 categories. For the peripheral costs of continuing programs, since the core program was not the issue, the band or varsity cheerleaders, the issue was some of these costs that surround that. We want to proceed in facilitating the parents being able to fund that if they wish to do that. The real difficult issue came in the area of programs eliminated in their entirety. We did know that whatever we did this year, and this year is really a transition year. This year is different than last year, and this year is different than any future year. Because as I've said to you in the past, looking over the horizon here financially, we have considerable challenges ahead of us. And I do think pay to participate will be part of this district's future. But for this year, what do we want to do in the way of a pilot so that we can work through some of the kinks and make sure that we think through it. Whatever we did, we knew it would have value in terms of a pilot to add to that as we design a comprehensive, broad-based pay to participate for the board's consideration in next year and or beyond.